Hi, Capricorn. You can't seem to stay too far away from me, can you? I mean that quite literally. Hi, Capricorn. This is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and specifically rising as we move through January 2026 with a full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. Listen, this is still during your season, but Cancer is right across from you, and we will be having a full moon on January 3rd. It's a special full moon for me. I'm a little excited. I'm a little nervous. Why? Because it falls on my little Cappy's birthday. So his son, did I mention it's his golden birthday? This is like so magical for me. His sun will be shining on the full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. And I am so excited. So, Cappies, this is happening for you in your seventh house. Okay, your seventh house of partnerships. Um, let's just leave it there because we can dig deeper in it. But for you, Capricorn, obviously this season is about you. So during this season, it's just been about you. There's nothing wrong with that. But this full moon will be illuminating in your seventh house. So it's you and who? Let's do this. Let's do this and let's do this, okay? Again, I just want to put out there, before we start anything, I don't even know if that's going to even pop out, but a relationship is formed by two people. It does not always have to be romantic, it can be platonic, familial, or career, okay? So just take that however you want. Let's tap into your energy, Cap. I was saying there's the cups. Now the cups want to show themselves. There's a card coming out in the challenge. So you're challenging yourself. What? Okay, Capricorn. Let's talk about it. First card to come out. It says birthing a new age. It says birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. You're creating something, and you're birthing it. Not quite literally, but just in newness. You're stepping into a new chapter here, it seems. You have the Conjuring card, also the Legacy card, which I like to see, especially when it comes to you, Capricorn, because if I was to describe Capricorn, I would, in one word, I would say legacy, because that's what you guys are meant to build. You guys are meant to build your legacy. You guys are very structural, um, in discipline, and things are meant to things that you build are meant to last and meant to provide generational abundance and fulfillment. And that's what legacy is about. What is your legacy? And what are you conjuring up? It seems like you're conjuring up something. I mean, obviously, you're birthing a new age, you're birthing a new creation, bringing in a new creation, dreaming in a new world. But there's some disconnection here within your emotional realm. There's some disconnect here within your emotional realm. I just want to say, I mean, I'm getting it twice. There's a knight and there's a page. They're both messengers in their own way. The page is kind of a newbie, a youngin at this. The knight has a little bit of experience and is actually going to put in some effort and getting to know you. The page is just like, hey, I got your attention. You feel me? But the knight is like, hey, I'm actually gonna gain some experience with you, build some memories and stuff. Okay? But it's in a reverse, which is kind of concerning because this means that there was a lack of effort, possibly a lack of commitment, or just not enough follow through when it comes to this in your emotional realm. And like I said, this card came out very sideways for me, and usually that's a challenge, something that is hard to push past. Um, but this card is already a challenge in its own interpretation. It's literally um, being enslaved within your own mind, feeling entrapped, mentally entrapped. Um, and we talked about this. We talked about this in your reading because you had a lot of swords coming out for you, and there was a need to take some rest. The Eight of Swords, the card that came in your past energy was Four of Swords. That was your warning to take your rest. The Eight of Swords is double that. That is your mental cage. Um, yeah, it just feels like, but unfortunately for you, I have to say, unfortunately for this card, this means this is you doing this to you, honestly. And there's a need to take the blindfold off, look around, and acknowledge some things. There's some things that are going unacknowledged. Some things are being avoided because you're too busy in kind of this victim mentality. There's um you can't hold yourself accountable if you are still viewing yourself as the victim. You know, this isn't victim shaming or victim blaming at all, but this is telling me you're not the victim here. This is just strictly something that you're avoiding, and it feels overwhelming. So there's some fear here, and this is your attempt to run away from it. But unfortunately, you can't run away from your own mind. So what happens or what ends up happening is you get entangled. That's all I got to say for that. Let's clarify. So this is exciting, and this birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. You got the sun energy. The sun energy is very optimistic, very happy, very blissful, and euphoric. The sun is the sun. It shines. It's going to shine regardless, okay? And so that's what you need to do right now. You need to just shine brightly in your own joy, warmth, and light, and let it bring you into this new creation, this new world of yours. For this Conjuring Legacy card, the Three of Pentacles in a reverse comes out, and this Ten of Cups is actually staying put, even though it originally came out in the underneath for my original pool. But that just tells me that there is definitely some structural instability here, emotionally and physically. But talking about this card first here, the legacy conjuring. You're building, you are um, structuralizing, doing all the Saturnian, Capricornian things, right? But it seems like you're not building it with the right people or with the right resources. Or maybe there's a lack of resources, lack of people, lack of support. Yeah, and it's causing cracks in the foundation. There's not emotional fulfillment here, at least not enough to be able to bring other people into this. Maybe there's some disharmony within the family space, within the home. Ten of Cups tends to be about that full family union. Yes, union, but I meant to say unit. That full family unit is the house, is the home, and there's dysfunction here, or it's not being supported. And it makes me go to this Knight of Cups here that I'm seeing. So there is someone who knows better but isn't doing better. Like there's a lack of effort and consistency here within the emotional realm, and it's got you held holding back. It's Eight of Cups. I mean, Eight of Swords is about limiting beliefs, self limiting beliefs. So this is self inflicted. I don't want to say trauma, but at this point, self inflicted trauma is possible for sure. Obviously, this is more on an intellectual level where it's your thoughts, your mental capacity and processing, and it's working against you in this. So let's get some clarity. Here it goes again, that four of swords, the need to rest. You want to take action. I see it. Ace of wands. You had this new beginning, this new onlook of life. Like you're ready to start. It's about energy. You have this new you were given this new energy. You were just this new direction, this new, like, I look at Ace of Wands also like a key to a door. This new opportunity, this new door, this is an energetic beginning. It's here. In order to, oh, this is also giving me like you need to recharge your battery. Four of Swords is ultimately about resting, a recovery period, meditating, sitting with your thoughts. But all in all, resting your mind, cutting out the noise so that you can rest your mind so you're not overstimulated, um and so that you can actually hear and process your own thoughts. That's what Four of Swords is about. Ace of Wands is new, it's exciting, it's all the things, okay? But you will never have the energy for it if you don't like reserve the energy for it. Get what I'm saying here? You get what I'm saying? And here we go. We have the Knight of Cups, the Prince of Cups here in this deck underlying here. It's you have it in you. You have it in you. The effort, the commitment, the follow through, the experience. You have it in you. You have the knowing, and you're willing to learn more when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to expressing those things. It seems like you're tapping into that for sure. Um, that's fun. Okay, so just be more open to it. Stop stressing yourself out about it. There is something that you're resisting on letting it end. There's something that has to end. You have to end it now, or it will find a way to end. It will find a way. I'm getting all the New Year's texts, but it will find a way. It just needs to end. It's something has come to an ending, a complete ending. It's time to transform and evolve from it. And then this card says soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So ask for help. That's what I was definitely getting this. Usually I say with the Three of Pentacles, like, oh, you got people around you that is not helping you. No, this is a need to ask for some help. It's okay to ask for help. You are not alone. You never was. Let me give you some insights and then we'll end this reading for you. I'm getting through this pretty quickly. Everybody else got 30-minute videos. You don't need that. You really don't need all the little jibber jabber jibber jibber. Okay? You just need this. Okay? Let me give you some insights. Maybe there's a liar around you. Be careful if someone's sneaky. I don't know. That was at the bottom of the deck. Let me reshuffle for actually your message. Okay, the only card that came out for you, Capricorn, is the health card. The health card says health issues could arise. And I speak on that a lot with Capricorns just because it's kind of, I don't want to say in Capricorn's nature, it definitely should not be. It definitely should not be. But on that axis of Capricorn and Cancer is kind of a common negative trait between the two. They work themselves into overgiving, overproducing, and it causes a lot of stress, it causes a lot of difficulties, and it's also just very essential to know that you will never, ever, 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 ever be able to take care of anybody else unless you first manage and take care of yourself. This is a putting the mask on yourself first type of energy before you try helping anybody else in the aircraft. Okay? If we're going down, make sure you're good first. Okay? Before you try helping others. And make sure that you're surrounded by people who will do the same, who will take care of themselves as well, but also have the capacity and willingness to take care of you. Okay? Last but not least, date night. Date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. This came out in Libra's it came out in Libra's reading, you feel me? Maybe me and my little boo thing, we gonna go out to eat or something like that. I don't know. But yes, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you have any questions or if this resonated with you and you want to go in deeper, please, please, please contact me at Libra Baby